Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Indigo Plateau Show, live show and podcast. I'm GhostTypeGhost, joined with Woodland Docs and Lotus Badger. Yes, sorry. You distracted me by pointing at yourself. I don't know why.
I am with. I have that effect on people.
That's fair. So just so you know, you could enter your questions and go through the whole spiel as always. Put your questions in chat. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll answer any questions throughout, maybe towards the end. I don't know. We'll take care of them. But
even chat with yourself. I mean, it might look weird at first, but they'll get used to it.
Yeah, it's fine. If you talk to yourself, that's okay. I won't judge.
But I will.
Oh.
I knew that was coming too.
Don't judge our chat, please. Docs, Lotus, are you ready to talk about Pokemon?
I
hell
sure
yeah.
am.
Yeah.
Oh, that was more enthusiastic than me. Okay.
How are you guys doing? How's your day?
Draining, but it was the most important day for accountants in the month. So a lot of thinking that I don't usually like to do.
Oh yeah, you can tell everyone your career.
I look at spreadsheets.
Oh, that sounds so much fun.
I make it fun. Excuse me.
I was gonna say I actually do like spreadsheets. I make too many spreadsheets at work. Everyone's like, "Stop! We don't need all these spreadsheets."
Pivot table.
I need to know. I like putting data in and then like having it spit it out in a nice format. And
see, I don't use it for that at all. Mine are the ugliest spreadsheets. They're the ugliest spreadsheets in the world.
No ugly spreadsheets. Only pretty spreadsheets.
I will hire you to beautify my spreadsheets.
Okay, I'll do that for you. Lotus, how are you
It's
doing?
so funny too, because I always see you Ghost as like a type A. I don't know what Docs is.
No, I don't know.
A gnome?
A gnome?
Do I sit in the yard and scare away small children?
You could be.
My hat's not that pointy.
But yeah, my day was okay. I had to go into the office today, like every Thursday, and I really didn't want to go in today, but here I am.
I was in the office today too. We got free lunch. It was great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we did. We had pizza on Tuesday. We had a personal chef come in yesterday, and today we had a raffle for some basketball tickets.
You get a personal chef?
Yeah, we had a personal chef. We have a whole kitchen/auditorium, because that's what we sell. So we had a personal chef come in and cook us lunch.
Wow.
I had a bagel.
I had a bagel today.
It was Brugger's bagel though.
Those are good bagels.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So you get the spicy bacon and the egg and the cheese.
I'm baconless.
Sorry, Docs, you were frozen for a second, so you were like just staring at us while we were talking.
Bagels. You're like, wait, you can put eggs on a bagel?
What?
Butter or nothing, guys. Come on.
Okay, it wasn't just me. Rogue said you look so mad.
Maybe I am.
You look
I can't
so
believe
angry.
you would do that.
It's funny. Did either of you have anything from last episode that you thought of after the fact? Because I totally do.
I just sang all week, which must have been awful for my coworkers. So
you sang all week?
Yeah, I was sitting there jamming out the Pokemon songs all week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I'm sure your coworkers were so happy. They were so happy.
Beat the sound clap. Beat the sound clap.
That is the first time I haven't had to redact anything from the previous episode, so I think I'm good.
I just needed to add something, and I thought about it immediately after we finished the podcast. I thought of the Loudred song from Detective Pikachu.
Oh yeah, the like electro like.
Yeah, when
they're battling in that big cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all it is literally just bass, pretty much.
Yeah.
I love it. I totally forgot about that. I forgot about Detective Pikachu completely. I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, and
Pikachu.
Yeah, I was saying I watch that fairly often, so
didn't even think about it.
But I mean, I can say for a solid fact that Detective Pikachu 2, whenever it comes, I will be at the midnight release like a small child with my Pikachu plushie, waiting for them to let me in.
Oh my god. I can see it. Speaking of plushie, do you want to show everyone your plushie of the day?
Oh! Today we have a Yamper!
It's so cute.
Whose white is setting off the light balance. But anyways, yeah, it's a little Yamper. He's a little Corgo with a heart on his butt.
Oh, someone won the last Pokemon raffle I did for a charity stream. Someone picked that Yamper, but like the big one. So I met the person in real life and I handed them this giant Yamper.
Oh my gosh.
You can hand me a dog any day.
That's a good prize.
Yeah.
It was. So
Boltund's really he really grew on me. I hated Yamper and Boltund at the beginning, and he really grew on me.
Oh wait. Did you say you hated them?
I hated him. I didn't like how they looked at all. And granted, I'm not like the biggest electric type fan, so I don't have a lot of feelings towards electric types in general. But I don't know.
That's shocking.
I think this
Right?
is the first thing you've said thus far that has literally upset me and shocked me.
On stream.
Shocked you.
Boltund looks like the cutest little dog. What are you
I changed my
about?
mind.
But how could you even initially look at that and be like, ugh?
I didn't think I just thought like
oh no, I'm sorry. You were like, I literally hate you. That's what you thought. I'm sorry.
Is that how you see it in your head?
You said you hated it, so yeah.
I did. I just I don't know. Something about it put me off, but
oh my god.
I changed my
I'm about
mind.
to cancel this whole thing right now.
I changed my mind.
Just reach out of your little box into their little box and choke the VTuber.
I'm glad you realized your opinion was wrong. So at least you came around.
Eventually.
I can't believe it. Docs, do you want to go ahead and introduce our topic for today?
All right. So today we have good bad teams, or bad good teams, or just okay teams, or teams that your mother is proud of, but your friend who knows better secretly shames you after you close the Discord chat.
Oh wow.
Average Pokemon teams. Today, that's our topic. It is everyone picked a team of 6. Some of us went into a little more detail. Some of us went into a little less detail. But
don't laugh at me.
But no, when we go through here, you guys will see we try to pick teams that don't have pseudo legendaries, OU, obviously no Ubers. Smogon tiers played a big role in limiting our pool of available Pokemon, and then trying to build some synergy from there. So if you've ever been in the ranked battles on, what do they call it? If you've ever seen a Road to Rank series by any content creator, if you've been in the double battles ranking on the Switch or the DS or whatever format you try to pick it up in, these are the teams that you saw and you were like, easy dub.
Easy dub?
Easy dub.
Like you win against them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So should I start off with my first one?
Yes, I think you should.
I think I will. So here's a Pokemon that is a gift Pokemon in Alola. It is a Pokemon that has Mega Evolution capability, so that's one reason why it's on the team. I didn't know what format we were building for, so I tried to pick one, at least one Mon that can Mega, and at least one that can Dynamax or Gigantamax. And well, everyone can Dynamax, but you get the point. I went with Aerodactyl.
Oh, Aerodactyl.
Interesting.
So, yeah, Aerodactyl for the ability. Obviously, when you're playing competitively and you're trying to build a team for online battles, you want to focus on abilities. You want to focus on held items, and to a greater extent, you want to focus on natures. I'm not very knowledgeable about natures. I didn't assign a nature to this team. Obviously, we would. For all of us, I would assume would, pick a beneficial nature. And, Aerodactyl's naturally fast. I don't think I would pick a nature that lowers his speed. But who knows what you guys picked. Anyways, so Aerodactyl, using the ability Rockhead, so he does not take any recoil damage from moves, purely because he is a physical attacker and he's fast. First thing comes to mind, Double Edge. If you can hit with Double Edge is 100, or I believe Double Edge is up there.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on 1 second. So, anyways, Double Edge is a strong physical move, high accuracy. Aerodactyl can hit like a truck. Let's see here. There's Aerodactyl.
He's large and
He's large.
large
Well,
dinosaur.
We also, I mean, he also has Iron Head, but where is? Oh, it's probably not a level up. Anyways, yeah. So he does get access to it. I can't remember the base power, but it's accurate. It's you can even go Giga Impact. I know that doesn't have anything to do with Rockhead, but Aerodactyl can hit like a truck. He's also, if you think about it, Aerodactyl's made up of rocks because he's a fossil.
Is he
right?
Well, I mean, he came from a fossil, but he's not literally a fossil.
He came from a rock, so he's a rock. I don't know.
Mega Evolution has rocks sticking out of him. I'll give you that one.
Okay, there we go. So he can set up the rocks. So one of the biggest things that, with competitive battlings out there is entry hazard. So set up the rocks with Aerodactyl. He's fast. He can hit hard on the physical side. Doesn't have much in the way of defense, but I think being fast, if he eat one hit, he could probably take out a Pokemon in exchange. So as far as putting an item on him, I think Choice Band to further increase that attack. Obviously, you get locked in, but I think that who cares? If I can hit you hard and live, I'm going to hit you hard and live.
I think that's the name of the game, right?
I admit that when I build teams, I still go the let's or not well in non-YouTube terms, the casual play route instead of the let's play route. But
you come to my side, Docs.
So sometimes I notice when I make a team for Wi-Fi battling, I do go the more casual route of I'm going to knock you out first and not think about setup too much. But I do think about things like entry hazard and beneficial items. So
I mean, listen, you don't have to worry about any of that if you kill him.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You knock him out, you don't have to do any of that stuff.
Who cares if you have a special defense increasing nature if I hit you on the physical side and you did?
Exactly.
Hit him hard and fast.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a tried and true method.
I got nothing else to say about Aerodactyl, though. It's average. Nobody thinks about it when they're building a competitive team. Hits hard on the physical side. It'll synergize well with the rest of my team when we go through it. But I don't think you can find too much wrong with it other than it has no defense.
All right. Nice. I like Aerodactyl. I think that's a good pick.
I like it a lot.
Lotus, do you want to go ahead?
I picked it myself.
Yeah, sure. So piggybacking off of Dox's physical attacker, for my team, my physical attacker was Flygon.
Oh, that's one of my favorite Gen 3s.
Yeah, Flygon is amazing. If you look at Flygon's stats, he has nothing under 80. He has a base just across the board 80, except for attack and speed are both 100. Not a bad stat among him. I genuinely don't understand why Flygon ended up in RU. Probably just because there are better physical sweepers out there. But Flygon is so good. Ability Levitate, so as we know, he's immune to ground moves. He's a ground dragon, which is already amazing typing.
Yeah,
and
great typing.
Like Dox was saying, entry hazards are a big thing, and Flygon has the ability to learn Defog, which completely gets rid of entry hazards altogether, assuming you want to use them like that. You can also use him as a Toxic stall with Toxic and U-turn. He can learn Roost if you want to give him some of that sustainability for himself, so he can heal himself. But also, you can set him up, like I like to do it, in a Life Orb Dragon Dance setup. I've used this before in competitive, and it hits so hard, it's ridiculous. So Life Orb, what Life Orb does, for anyone who doesn't know, the attacks do 1.3 times more damage, but you lose 1/10 of your health every time you attack. So the health loss is rough, but also Flygon stats, I feel, speak for themselves. So after you set up a Dragon Dance and plus a Life Orb, you give him Earthquake, Outrage, Stone Edge. The possibilities are endless. If you want to give him a slightly more hefty, like kind of like keep him together, you could Toxic stall him, give him Roost, give him give them leftovers if you want them to stick around a little bit longer and just hit, not quite as hard, but stay around a little bit longer. Or if you want, you can give them a choice scarf. Outspeed everything.
Oh my god.
I think I know why Flygon is in Argue. And I think it might be a common theme throughout some of the mons that I saw, is they possess a quad weakness. Ground Dragon hit it with an Ice Beam, and how many things did access to an Ice Beam? Or an Ice type move in general?
A lot of special users.
Yes, I think that's
much a staple.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing that knocks it out of a higher tier, is people are afraid of quad effective moves.
But also, I think that a lot of things that especially made it into UU there are Pokemon that do exactly what that Pokemon does, except better. And I feel like if you had a pool of Pokemon, like we didn't limit ourselves, there are Pokemon that could do what Flygon does, except better.
Yes.
But I feel like for our purposes, Flygon is an amazing Pokemon, and I would absolutely use it.
Yes. I admitted this to Lotus one time. Flygon for about 0.3 seconds was considered my favorite Pokemon when I was younger.
0.3, wow.
Yeah.
That's 0.2 seconds longer than I expected.
I was like, oh, I think Flygon's my favorite Pokemon. I was like, no, it's not. It's Gengar.
But the fact that it dethroned Gengar and Espeon for even a second.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That nuts. So crazy.
I mean, I like him. I wouldn't be that crazy about him.
He's amazing. In my opinion.
Well,
how about you, Ghost?
Is Flygon your first pick?
No, so wait till you hear what I did, guys. This is the portion where we start, I kind of speed up the podcast a little bit. So because I'm not good at any of this stuff, what I ended up doing was I went through teams on 6 of the games, the Pokemon games, and picked one that was on my most recent team and made a team out of that.
Okay.
So I went in order of gen. So for the first game, I picked Fire Red. And out of the 6 Pokemon, I ended up picking Nidoking, whose name was Rams, by the way. That's why I named him.
Rams.
Of course it was.
And he's underused, I believe. And whatever their attacks were at the time, that's what I went with. So he had Strength, Poison Sting, Horn Attack, and Mega Horn. So nailed it.
Might need to work on that moveset a little bit.
No, it's great.
But that's Fire Red, though. Keep that in mind.
It is.
Well, yeah, it's true. If you're in Fire Red, I can see that being. I mean, yeah, if you're battling within the confines of that game, yes.
And especially Strength, you need something that can have 1 HM in your whole team, especially if you're making it to the Pokemon League.
Right. That's my pick. This is how we're doing this.
Is it Nidoking or Nidoqueen that gets Surf?
Queen, I think.
Queen, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay.
It's because it's blue, so.
No, that's why I always went with Nidoqueen over Nidoking, was because the TMs and HMs that were available to it over Nidoking.
Fair enough.
Because once with Stone evolutions, once you evolve it with the Stone, its level up moveset becomes almost non-existent, if not non-existent. So then it becomes totally reliant on tutors or HMs or TMs or TRs or whatever game you're playing.
One of the things that gives you moves, that's what it does.
Yeah, if you have to take extra time to take care of that Pokemon, it can learn that move.
So that's
I still call them TMs and HMs.
I mean, whatever.
Even if they change it.
Who cares? We know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
See?
Docs, go ahead. That's my pick.
Hi. Hello. Okay. So I tend to go for mons that are physically offensive, and this will continue that trend. It's Machamp. I want to be cuddled. No.
Oh my god.
After a loss, don't you want to be cuddled?
I knew it, Doc. You have a
all 4 of those
Machamp.
arms.
No, so Machamp is my mon that can Gigantamax. So prior to Gigantamaxing, its 2 best stats, base stats, are physical attack and HP. So it's going to take a hit and it's going to deal it right back. You go to Gigantamax Machamp and you get an ad on the app that you're using. So you have to wait 2 seconds. Stall for the audience. Thanks. Anyways, once you... Okay, click. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, so then once you click off the ad on your app, attack and HP are still prevalent, but obviously you get all the boosts. So Machamp has one of my favorite... Well, two of my favorite abilities. One can work against you, no guard. Your moves can't miss, but your opponent's moves can't miss. And the second, which I would choose for the Machamp on my team, is Guts. Guts will give you your instant attack boost on top of your already sky-high physical attack. So it's 1.5. So you give Flame Orb to Machamp. It has Guts. Boosts its attack by 1.5. It gets access to Facade, which is increased if the user has a status condition. Knockoff. So you think about Machamp, the main counter to it is Psychic type. It has Knockoff, a Dark type move, a physical Dark type move. So you've boosted your attack sky high. You have a move of the same, I don't know if you call it typing, but a move of the same category that it's strong with, that its counter is weak to, and it eliminates their item. And if you follow that, show me the flowchart you used. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, got it. I got it all.
You even lost me there.
Dark type beat psychic type. Psychic type beat fighting type.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Yay.
Knock off physical dark type. Machamp, big physical boy.
Wow, big abs.
Well, that's Machamp, okay?
No, that's what Rogue said in chat. That rock hard chest.
No, Machamp, out of his physical or special defense, he is usually more specially defensive, which is good because psychic attacks are typically special. So he's built to handle his counter. At the same time, the moves that he has access to outside of knockoff are also allowing him to go on the offensive, or if there's like a one-off typing that your opponent has, or if they have, a weakness to just say, I think, does Machamp get the elemental punches?
I would hope
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Yeah, he does, yeah. So there you go. Put the elemental punches on there for a surprise.
For a little surprise.
Follow me for more life hacks, okay?
Or hidden power. Hidden power can be learned by pretty much anything, right?
Doc's froze again.
Oh no.
Oh no. Docs.
What?
You keep freezing.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay. There
Lotus, what were you saying?
Oh, hidden power. Can't anything learn hidden power?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that those flex spots. Anything to attack your weakness.
Machamp, flex. Get it, like, gives you flex on muscle. What am I doing?
Eh,
Oh my god, Lotus, go. Please.
your best.
Make him stop.
Okay. So my next pick is something that I've used in a team before, and it is probably one of my favorite Pokemon to have in a team at all.
Gliscor.
And it's Cloyster, actually.
Cloyster?
I absolutely love Cloyster so heckin' much.
I wonder why.
Especially with this move set. So if you didn't know, Cloyster's defense is a base 180. So Cloyster is very sticky.
That's not the word to use.
Cloyster can stay.
That's the word you pick. Not
Cloyster
strong,
has staying power, not sticking power.
Not a good defense. Sticky.
It's so sticky.
Oh god, please.
This Cloyster is super sticky. So this moveset is actually something I've talked about in a previous podcast, is the strength of Shell Smash. Shell Smash can only be learned by very, very few Pokemon, and I feel like Cloyster's the best Pokemon to use it. In case you guys don't know, Shell Smash lowers the defense stat and special defense stat by 1, and raises the attack, special attack, and speed stats by 2. So what you want to do is give this Cloister the ability Skill Link, and that's any attack that has a multi-attack, it'll always hit the max amount of times. So you set up with a Shell Smash, and you give this thing Icicle Spear and Rock Blast, and it's going to hit the maximum 5 times each time. But not only that, you give him the item King's Rock, and what King's Rock does is the holder's attack without a chance to flinch. If it doesn't have the chance to flinch, it gains a 10% chance to flinch. So
tune into my flitch. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's gonna flinch. It gives it for each attack that it has is a 10% chance to flinch out the opponent. So you dump all your IVs into speed and attack, and you have a really scary Cloister.
I think all Cloisters are scary, but
for different reasons.
But for my reasons in particular, this is a very scary Cloister, and it's very hard to take down, especially if you keep flinching them out. And then for your 4th move, you can just give him Hydro Pump, something that can
protect.
Yeah, something you could give him protect. I don't know if it can learn protect actually.
I'm fairly certain.
Like it would.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it does.
I'd be surprised if it didn't.
That's actually my biggest complaint in competitive battles is protect, because if you don't predict it, or if they get the multiple protects in a row, it just gets annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or if you likes to draw out the battle. Dox is like, let's get this over with.
Oh, I do. I love. You'll notice everything except for 2 of them. They're Pokemon that have a lot of staying power. See, I learned.
They're not sticky.
They're super sticky, actually.
Next,
go for it, Ghost.
All
right. So, Dox, this might bring you back a little bit. So for the second game, going in order of generation, and the only time I ever played a Gen 2 game was on our Soul Link, which, for those of you who don't know, I was on Woodland Dox's YouTube channel. We did a Soul Link together, and I was playing Soul Silver. So, Lotus, you'll like this pick. I picked Mooney the Umbreon. The attacks at the time before death. I picked the team in the last episode, right before they all got murdered. It had Confuse Ray, Sand Attack, Pursuit, and Quick Attack. The best moveset ever.
I actually think that Umbreon is solid in Gen 2, because think of the limited amount of dark types.
Yeah, there's like 2, isn't there? What, Sneasel and
Sneasel and Umbreon.
Umbreon. Anything else?
What about Murkrow Honchkrow?
Oh,
well, Honchkrow comes later, but yeah.
Yeah. There's not many. I know that.
Yeah, and that's why I think Umbreon was good on anybody's team when you're playing through a Gen 2 game.
He was one of my hardest hitters that I had, considering what out of the 4 attacks, it was just Pursuit and Quick Attack. Confuse Ray, and then Sand Attack.
I thought you were going to say out of the 4 Soul Links we actually managed. But
yeah, he died. So I just picked what my team was in the last episode, and I believe he was the only Gen 2 on there, so I picked him by default. So got Umbreon. 2
sweetest words in the English language.
I appreciate this pick a lot.
I know. I figured you would. I was like, oh, Lotus is gonna like this.
All right. So, if you're done with Umbreon,
obviously,
I have a little bit of a crossover from a previous episode. 3rd pick, Heliolisk.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is where I deviate from my tendency to go. Heliolisk is nowhere near the top of the list of physical attackers, no matter what tier you're talking about. He is base 109 special attack and base 109 speed. So, a lot of my picks seem to revolve around speed as well, because I don't like defensive Pokemon most of the time. I try to fix that with the latter half of my team, but I don't like being defensive. I like hitting you in the face repeatedly.
Oh my god.
And that's why I was in jail last episode, remember?
Right.
But anyways, so Heliolisk, you can slap on the choice specs, get your boost for your special attacks. The self-recovery aspect makes up for the lack of defense. The lack of physical defense anyways. but special defense is in the mid-90s, I think. So the self-recovery in the form of parabolic charge, in the form of dry skin, that's what also makes it a wonderful, because double battles is the standard format for competitive battling. So if you are in a instance where you need some water to be soaked up, just send out your boy Heliolisk. The sneaky normal type that I mentioned before, if you're not paying attention or if you don't know, I think Lotus, you were the one that didn't know it was part normal type.
Yeah.
If someone's got a Gengar out there and they throw out a Shadow Ball, you can swap in to the slot that you think Gengar is about to Shadow Ball and eat it up and get no damage done to you. So
eat that ball.
Eat the ball. But Dry Skin and Sandville are both on there. Solar Power is a hidden ability. I don't really like that over the two normal abilities. But the other big thing is with speed comes the ability to swap. Volt Switch. Volt Switch and U-Turn are popular moves in the meta for any game's worth of EGC. So it gets access to Volt Switch, gets your damage in, get your swap on, get your game on, go play. That is what I say.
That took a second for me to get that. I'm like, wait a minute, why does this sound familiar?
Yes, Heliolisk is definitely on my squad of average Pokemon for battles. He's got a lot of upside. The downside is, like the rest of my team, is they're frail. Everyone's a glass cannon.
We got a comment, Docs. He's the goodest lizard boy, so I think
he is the goodest lizard boy. Thank you, commenter.
Cute. Very cute. Guzzlord is the best purely because of the anime. Have you guys heard Guzzlord in the anime? He just screams. It's just a dude screaming.
Oh my god.
You've never heard it, Lotus?
No.
I'm sending you. There's literally a video, a compilation of Guzzlord just screaming.
Yes, please.
Someone requested that on my Twitch before I turned that off as a redemption.
That was me, I think.
Yeah, that was probably yeah.
I was like, Guzzlord. Lotus, you want to go ahead with your next pick?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so sticking with the normal type theme.
Sticking.
This is the stickiest Pokemon ever. Chansey.
Zombie? Oh.
No, Chansey.
All right, you got your wall and your toxic stall.
Oh yeah, that's exactly it. And you give it Eviolite, just that defense and special defense. Good luck getting around it. You give it a soft boil. You give it toxic, seismic toss for the fighting hit, and you can give it stealth rock. So I have my rocks for my team.
You and your rocks.
Do you know how to beat a Chansey?
How's that?
Machamp with a low sweep.
Yeah, Machamp would hurt it pretty good. But also, I feel like Toxic Stall could, in theory, be pretty good. I don't know. I kind of want to put them against each other now.
You two should take your team and do this.
That's what I was just gonna say. If this episode reaches 50 downloads, Lotus Badger and I will go on Pokemon Showdown after a future episode here on the Indigo Plateau Show, and we will battle out with the teams that we're describing today.
I would absolutely love that. That'd
50,
be so fun.
50 downloads, and we will do that.
I'll be in the background. I'm like, go team!
Yeah.
You can be the commentator.
Yeah, I'll be like, that one Pokemon did the thing. The other Pokemon kind of attacked as well. That'd be my commentary. That'd be my commentary.
You just gotta be like the Pokemon Stadium guy, mispronounce. I'll use Ekans just so you can say Ekans.
Ekans. Arcanine.
Arcanine.
Oh, I love that game so much. I have it right in front. It's like 5 feet in front of me too. We do sometimes.
But yeah, Chansey's pretty much she speaks for herself. There's nothing crazy going on with this build, but I feel like Chansey's a shoo-in for my team.
And you can eat the eggs when you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
It all comes full circle. I'm making this a point now. Every single episode, we're going to talk about eating the eggs.
It's fine. We talk about you cuddling Pokemon, specifically Machoke and Machamp. I talk about eating eggs, and I don't know, Lotus, what do you do?
I like eggs.
I like eggs.
I like eggs.
All right, so for my next pick, this one actually has like some status moves going on, guys.
Ooh.
I'm getting a little spicy here, all right?
Butterfree with sleep powder.
No, it's from Omega Ruby, which I did not finish, mind you. But I picked Pewter the Camerupt, which is bad.
Ooh.
It's a very bad PU. That's the
Yeah.
PU. Stinky. So it has Lava Plume, which could burn you. Rock Slide, which could flinch you. It could finch you if you're Lotus Badger. Earth Power, which lowers your special defense, and it knows Yawn. Who knew?
Put you to sleep.
Right. Look at that. I actually tried to pick stuff that did things besides just hurt them. Not in any sort of strategic way, but it covers some bases.
I'm pretty sure the reason he's so low is just like Flygon, quad weakness, and he's slow as heck.
To water, right? He's part ground, isn't he?
Yeah, he's great. He's ground fire. So, but the upside is there's your Mega Evolution.
Yeah, true. I didn't even think about that. He does Mega Evolve.
Good point.
That was one of my favorite, one of my more liked Megas, by the way. I'm sure we'll have a discussion on Megas in the future.
Oh, hell yes. I love talking about Mega Evolution.
That was one of my more loved Megas, and I had a lot of forehead there I had to fix. Okay.
Get your forehead together, Docs. We have a podcast to do, man.
Well, my forehead and I are ready with the next pick if you're ready.
Yeah, we just have chat talking about cactus juice and Quenchy.
It's the quenchiest.
That's what Andamass just said. It's the quenchiest.
Okay, so my next pick is another potential Mega Evolver. It's always good to have more than one, so that when you're in the selection, you can't name.
Hold on, like, well, you're cutting out. Can you say that again? I can't hear you.
No,
you
I got it.
You were you're the worst. Just go.
That was a good one.
So it's always good to have more than one team, because when you're in the team selection screen, if you only have one, people can narrow it down. So my second Mega Evolver is Metagross. And this is where I finally pick something that can take a punch. Metagross is a physical attacker, so going back to my roots, but he also has very, very high physical defense. So if you're going to try to hit him with a ground type move to take advantage of this, his weakness as being a steel type, he can eat it up. Also, I like having Metagross on the team because he has the ability Clear Body. Clear Body prevents you from lowering my stats. And what is one of the key ways people try to get an advantage in competitive battling? Reducing your stats. Whether it's an Intimidate on a switch-in, or if it's any kind of move that has a secondary effect, it's not going to happen. So Metagross stays Metagross. And because he's thick, and he's one of my few mons that has any kind of defense to him, I like putting leftovers on Metagross. Get that recovery, nice, slow, steady. He can wall, but he can also dish it out at the same time. So Steel and Psychic is also a really cool typing combination, in my opinion.
I like it.
I feel like Steel is underrated in general, but it can also Toxic Saw you. So if I feel the need to treat him as my wall instead of as an offensive option, I can go one turn of Toxic and just let it do its work.
You're doing a Lotus Badger strategy here.
Trust me, anything that I can status you with, I will. But it has to be secondary for most of the time. Like Toxic, obviously, all it does is poison you, but it gets worse with every turn.
Right.
But if I can sneak in a move that has a secondary effect, you better believe I'm going to. So, and then when Metagross Megas, I mean, all he really does is like stand up, but it's still really cool looking.
I'm confused by it, but
it's literally just like he just stands up and he has claws. So
roar. I don't know.
It means I love you in dinosaur.
Oh,
Lotus, what do you have?
No. Okay, so my next pick, I see we're gonna switch kind of playstyles here. So you went with the sticky Pokemon, and I'm going for more of an attack Pokemon. So sticky. Aegislash.
Oh.
Absolutely love Aegislash. Aegislash has... So it can be defensive, obviously, or very attacking. I like to use it as a just all-out attacker. I put all of the stats into special attack and speed. I give it Shadow Ball. I give it Flash Cannon, Close Combat, Shadow Sneak. Choice specs, it's gonna lock you into it, but it gives you a 1.5 extra attack to this Pokemon, and it hits so hard.
So, how did you pronounce that?
Aegislash?
I say Aegislash.
And I've actually heard, I used to say Aegislash, but I heard it was actually pronounced Aegislash.
Aegislash?
Yeah, I heard it say Aegislash on something official, but those are always up in the air.
This is the Arceus thing all over again.
I know. Aegislash. What do you say, Lotus?
Arceus.
I say Aegislash.
Aegislash?
Like Aegislash.
That's nasty.
I'm sorry.
That's gross.
Well, not to go out of turn, but I also have Aegislash on my team.
Oh, gross.
But exactly the opposite of what you do. So,
really?
Yes. So when it comes around to me again, I'll my build.
Very interesting.
Well, that'll be your next one after I go with my amazing strategy pick that I don't know what I'm saying.
Deduced very cleverly.
So the next game, Gen 4, we're on Gen 4 for everyone following along. I picked Brilliant Diamond, and the only Gen 4 Pokemon, I was convinced it was a Gastrodon, because I did have a Gastrodon for the longest time. It wasn't. It was Floatzel.
Floatzel!
Why? Why?
Okay, hold on. Scald, Ice Beam, Swift, what else?
None of that.
Oh, okay.
No, Swift is on there. Swift, Bite, Double Hit, and Aqua Jet.
Aqua Jet.
He's still
Aqua Jet for the priority. Yeah.
He's a baby.
Yeah.
He's a little baby still. He's not
just a baby.
But he was my only Gen 4 on there. And I mean, I really do like Floatzel, but again, he's another PU, stinky Pokemon.
I mean, you like the stanky ones.
Apparently.
Probably because he's not evolved.
Floatzel, yeah, he's evolved.
Oh, I thought. Never mind.
You're thinking of Weasel, which they look so much alike. I get them confused.
Yeah, one just like had a growth spurt while he's at summer camp.
We're getting some clarification. AE, long E, C, Ike from Super Smash, Great Ether. So it would be Aegislash, wouldn't it? Sorry.
Like, well, no, like I thought of it like, you ever see like the Australian A and E that are combined?
Yes.
And like, so the word that I see that in is faune, like wildlife or life. So I think faune. Okay, so the same letter combination, Aegislash. That's why I say it that way.
Wrong.
You're wrong, and you should feel bad about yourself.
You should. Go cry. I'm just kidding. I said Aegislash too. I said it too.
I don't even know why I say Aegislash.
Just wrong.
I'll continue to be wrong.
You're just incorrect.
Yeah.
Oh, Doc's froze again. Look at him. He's so happy.
Oh my god.
He's so happy. For anyone listening along, he just has a giant king. What is he? What is
so fast? He's back.
Okay. Why is our internet like this today? I don't know.
It hates us, but it's entertaining to say the least. The faces that are being made.
Okay.
Go ahead, Docs.
So, my Aegislash, I would set up as my Aegislash. So I did have trouble picking a item for it. I just went with the balloon so that it's not the air balloon. So that first turn it can't be hit by a ground type move. You have to pop it first, but then again, it comes in with the text that says Aegislash floats in the air with its balloon. So it's not like it's a surprise or, it doesn't, there's no advantage to it other than you make your opponent waste a turn. So that's the best item I could think for it. I went the exact opposite way though. Obviously the stance change ability, King Shield, keep swapping back and forth. Toxic, substitute, King, or you know what I mean. Rotate between Toxic, Substitute, King Shield, and Iron Head.
I actually don't know what you mean at all.
Oh. So so with stance changeability, it goes from its, attacking form to its shield form.
Right.
So you can hit with an Iron Head, Next turn, King Shield, so you're back in the defensive position, so you can eat up a hit. Drop the Toxic, so your opponent either has to swap or they've got their stats lowered and they're getting hurt. And then substitute out, so that they have to break through the substitute before they actually get back to your Aegis. And while your substitute's out there, you can go back to Iron Heading.
I'm actually very surprised you didn't put leftovers on him. That seems perfect for that build.
Yeah, leftovers would probably work. I just had leftovers on another mon already, so I went by the rule of, no more than one item. So
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, so since Metagross had leftovers, I gave him the balloon. It at least makes your opponent waste a turn. Or not waste, but it does. It makes them not maximize.
No Earthquake on your Aegislash.
Nope.
Your Aegislash.
Your Aegislash.
Your Oogislash.
Aegislash. Everyone go in. Everyone that's taking the time to listen, thank you. Please go rate the podcast wherever you're listening to it and give us your worst phonetically spelled pronunciation of Aegislash.
Yes. Leave a
I
comment.
want to see them.
Yes.
Lotus, what is your Mambo number 5?
Mambo number 5.
Sorry.
Is gonna be Togekiss.
Oh, I like Togekiss.
I love Togekiss so much.
Togekiss is in a low rank?
No, Togekiss is RU.
Wow.
Barely used. I was just as surprised as you because Togekiss's stats are incredible. Special attack base 120, special defense 115, fairy flying type, very very good. You can set up Togekiss a couple different ways. First way is the Nasty Plot way, where you give Togekiss Nasty Plot, Air Slash, Flamethrower / Aura Sphere, or Roost. Hits like a freight train. Or you can do a utility build where you give you essentially make it another healer, kind of the same way that I set up my Umbreon in the last episode. You give her Roost. Oh, sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. You can give it Heal Bell or Wish, just giving it more staying power. Flamethrower, because I don't have a fire type on my team, so I needed some sort of fire damage. And Air Slash, which has a 30% chance to flinch, which kind of banks off of the Cloister strategy. So flinching is so, I can't even overstate how hard flinching hurts. It's just like skipping your turn.
I want you to know I just stayed in the exact same position while you were...
I thought you froze.
No, I saw you moving. I was like, ever so slightly.
I was trying to get Ghost again. Anyways.
No, I saw you were like...
I actually burped in the middle of that. So, but anyways, I like Togekiss for one other reason as well. E-Speed.
Who?
Extreme Speed.
Oh.
Oh, yep.
I was like, what are you saying?
No, E-Speed is very, very handy. It's going to go first. It's going to hit hard. It's got high accuracy. If you have your Togekiss out there, odds are they're not going to send... Well, wait, is Ghost... Wow, I sound like a noob. Is Ghost super effective against Fairy?
No.
I mean, the other way around, sorry. Is Fairy super effective on Ghost?
I don't think so.
Okay. No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. That logic's gone, just like my internet connection. Okay.
Oh, we got no.
It resists dark. Maybe that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I had a thought and it went dial up on me. So.
Oh, that was I forgot to mention. I would throw heavy duty boots on.
To clear. Wait, that clears the entry hazards, right?
No, but it makes it so that it's not affected by an entry hazard.
Okay.
Being flying, rocks can absolutely wreck any flying type.
You put little booties on your Togekiss?
Yeah.
Oh, little booties on his little feeties. So cute.
I like to think giant mountain boots.
Some big old Tims, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna no stomp.
How about you, Ghost? What's your next one?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about my next one. I was so upset when I saw what it was.
Does it not wear shoes?
No, it doesn't. So I picked White 2 for the 5th gen. And the only 5th gen Pokemon, and I don't even know why it was in my team at any point, there was a hacked black Rayquaza, shiny Rayquaza. So didn't pick that, obviously. So the only Gen 5 I had was Unpheasant.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, why is this on my team?
Yeah, why is that on it?
I was probably just trying to evolve it to get, Pokedex stuff. So it knew Air Cutter, Roost, Leer, and Fly. I hate that bird so much.
That's why you had it fly.
Yeah,
Oh, probably.
exactly.
That answers my question.
The flinch possibility, the self-healing, fly, you can make him miss a move as long as you time it appropriately with your opponent. So I can see making that work in a lower tier.
I love how you're trying to make sense of what I did.
I'm forever
appreciate it. But it's hopeless.
And that's why you're not participating in the 50 download battle. Is you're just like, yeah, no, it's okay.
No, I would be murdered immediately. You know what? I'm fine with embarrassing myself, but there's a limit. There's a limit.
Wow, self-respect. I wish I knew what that was.
Barely.
Well, I think this 6th pick will generate a lot of respect. So here we go. My one and only form or alternate form that I picked for battles, Galarian Weezing. Give it Levitate. So let me switch on over. Excuse me. Give it Levitate. Then it's only weak to Steel and Psychic. And unless I'm facing myself and Metagross is in, guess what you don't see a lot of? Steel and Psychic. So Levitate, it loses its ground weakness. Give it Black Sludge. Self-regeneration. This one is my second wall, my second defensively minded pick. But he's not just defensively minded. He's a status machine. Will-O-Wisp, Toxic. Which of the sludge moves is the one that does extra damage if your target is poisoned?
Venoshock?
No. Is it Venoshock?
I thought so.
Or is it Sludge Bomb?
I'm probably wrong. Let's be honest.
Oh, Sludge Bomb can also poison. That's what I'm trying to think. I believe his Venoshock is the one that does additional if they're already poisoned. So with access to actually hitting it with a move that can poison it, or burning your opponent, or Levitate, I'm immune to the spikes. I don't know if I use Levitate and I come in with the toxic spikes, if he absorbs it like every other poison type would, because he's not on the ground. So I don't know if he would still clean up the toxic spikes to my opponent. But you also have the fairy typing in there. If a dragon's on the other side of the field, you can put in like Strange Steam, or I think that's actually honestly the best fairy move that he gets by being a fairy type. Is Strange Steam, which is weird.
I don't even know what that move does.
Strange Steam?
Yeah.
Let me read it aloud for the class. Strange Steam, 90 power, 95 accuracy. The user attacks the target by emitting steam. This may also confuse the target. So again, he's an annoying status guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually think that's honestly the best fairy move that Galarian Weezing. But then of course there's Misty Terrain, which you can also have. What's the ability that extends the terrains? But you can also have the Misty Terrain, so everyone on the ground is protected from status effects. So not only can you inflict status effects onto your opponent, well, but then it just counteracts it, which is why I didn't pick it. So, yeah, there's 2 ways you can go. You can just, well, no, only one way you can go. I don't know what I'm talking about.
This is chaotic. This whole episode's been chaotic. What is happening?
It's called We Suck at Battling.
No, yeah, you guys are right. That's me. I'm the one that's poopy.
We'll just call this episode You Tried.
It's bad, good. It's just bad teams. It's not bad, good teams. It's just bad.
It's teams.
Oh, someone said this episode is delicious, so I'll take it.
I've never been described as delicious before.
I don't know what to say to that. I'm sorry. I don't know.
The Indigo Plateau Show, now with extra mustard.
Ugh, mustard is terrible.
I like
love
mustard. Oh,
Nom, nom,
you're
nom, nom, nom.
outvoted. Bye.
Ugh.
Voted off the island, Docs. Goodbye.
Pick your 6th Pokemon, Lotus.
My 6th Pokemon is it was my favorite Pokemon for a really long time, and it jumps to the number 1 spot very, very occasionally. Starmie. Love Starmie. Starmie is probably my favorite wall breaker Pokemon. And what I mean by that is that it's very fast and very strong. And it has probably some of the best moves that you can learn in a Pokemon. It can learn Hydro Pump, it can learn Thunderbolt, it can learn Ice Beam, Psyshock, it can Rapid Spin, so you can spin away any hazards. It can recover if you want it to have staying power. There's so much going on with Starmie, and the biggest problem I have with Starmie, apart from it being a relatively frail Pokemon, is that I never know. There's so many good moves to put on it that you don't know what to put on it. So it really depends on what else you have on your team. So for this team, I would probably not go with the Ice Beam just because I had Cloyster, and I also have, actually, because of Cloyster, I have a Hydro Pump, but still a very, very strong choice if you want to go for a very fast special attacker. It's always been my fast kind of glass cannon Pokemon ever since Gen 1.
Did you know that nowadays Rapid Spin also increases
You cut out, Docs. What?
Yeah, you cut out. It increases what?
speed?
Really?
Yeah. I think that was a buff that they made in...
What?
Did I go away?
You keep cutting out, yeah.
Aww.
You said, change made it.
Curse you, internet provider! I said Sword and Shield.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
That's amazing, actually. So I would probably pick Rapid Spin over Recover in that case, just because it gives you the plus speed. Not that Starmie necessarily needs it, but it's a little extra to give it that extra hit. Because I feel like Recover is almost a moot point since its defenses are so low.
That's true, yeah. I mean, Recover is not going to buy you a second turn. It's only just going to keep recurring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would have to keep recovering, assuming that you're not getting hit by a Thunderbolt or something like that.
Correct.
And even then, I would almost rather get in the extra damage.
So I'm looking at Rapid Spin in the app that I use. It eliminates bind, wrap, seeds, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say anything about the speed. I swear there was a move.
It is. Actually, I'm on Smogon right now.
Okay.
It says +1 speed, so you're right.
Okay, this app that I use is garbage. Okay.
You're right. Trash. Get it out of
Yeah,
here.
that's the cherry on top of my team sandwich. Wait, no, Team Sunday.
Why bring a cherry on a sandwich?
Because I want to.
Ew, that's gross.
Yummy. What's your choice, Ghost?
Hold on. I just wanted to just talk about chat again. They have been so chaotic today. They're talking about grilling Pokemon. Slowpoke Tail, Magikarp, Sashimi, and roasted Farfetch garnished with leeks.
Why?
I love a Pokemon that comes pre-packaged. Let's go.
No idea what's going on. I just wanted to bring that to your attention that they're talking about eating Pokemon again.
I mean,
not even the food Pokemon like Vanillite.
No. Well, water type. That makes sense. Well, no, Farfetch. I don't know.
We left March, and this is what happens. We need to go back to March.
No, please, God, no more.
This is still March week 6.
Oh my God. All right, for my next pick, I pulled from Pokemon X. And this one I think is not bad, all things considered. It's Tyrantrum.
I was looking at him.
I know. So he knows Earthquake, obviously. Put Stealth Rock on him. I know. Oh my God, entry hazard.
Ghost getting meta.
Rock Slide and then Dragon Tail, which
nice
has been helpful in situations. So
I like Strong Jaw ability with the elemental bites.
I like that demonstration. Thank you. Oh, okay. That was good.
Imagine if it gets frozen on that.
That's what your face has looked like half this episode. For those of you listening, Doc has been freezing every 3 seconds. So, bit of a technical issue, but it's okay.
Yeah, we'll restart it internet tonight. I don't know.
It's all good. I mean, the episode's over. Don't matter anymore.
We're not doing a 2 a.m. edition?
No. God, no.
Oh.
Please.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Real quick, before we go into final thoughts, if anyone has any questions for us, please feel free to put them in the chat. Docs, Lotus, do you have any final thoughts on your teams? Anything you would have done differently now that you think about it?
I have an honorable mention. I don't know if anybody else did that, but I put Amoongus as my honorable mention.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, I hate that Pokemon.
You hate Amoongus?
Yeah, it's gross.
But he's a mushroom. He's so cute.
It's an ugly mushroom.
Oh my god, I love Amoongus, and one of the few Pokemon I feel that can abuse Spore pretty well.
I would have put a bug type on here had it not so predictable.
I'm actually surprised you didn't put any bug type at all.
If I needed a wall fortress.
That's fair.
Docs, did you have any honorable mentions besides fortress?
If I would have, it would have been a bug type. And probably would have been fortress because steel bug, big old wall. The downside is a lot of things have fire type attacks or access to them. So that's another reason why I didn't put bug in the main 6. But I think it definitely would have been fortress.
Okay. I don't have an honorable mention. I barely got through what I got, so, you know.
I almost replaced Aegislash.
Aegislash.
Amoongus.
Well, I mean, you went game by game, so you stopped X and Y. What, did you look at your cartridge?
My other what? Sorry.
Your Alola cartridge.
No, I didn't.
No.
Well, I could tell you, I was just playing Ultra Moon the other day. I have a Slowpoke in there. I have a Ampharos. I have... What's Torracat's evolution?
Incineroar.
I have... That's all I remember.
I'm fairly certain Incineroar is in a high tier.
He is.
Yeah,
no, he's underused, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was looking at fire types specifically for my team, and I was surprised to find that Incineroar was not.
I mean, back in the Sun and Moon days, I couldn't hop on my dumb face.
He must have had a fall from grace or something.
Or a facelift.
That too.
And if I did go to Gen 8, I would definitely pick Appleton, assuming he is not in the higher tiers, because he's amazing. Lotus.
Is it Appleton or Appleton?
I say, well, Appleton. I don't know. I guess it just depends on how you say it. I don't know.
Appleton sounds like a last name.
I don't know.
Mr. Appleton, I have your tea ready.
Yes, Mr. Appleton.
Oh, we had... What about... Not a single vote for Snorlax, Politoed. What about the Hitmons? Any thoughts on those?
Hitmonchan access to all the elemental punch. I've tried to make that work before and it didn't work, but I tried.
I actually don't love fighting types really at all.
I like Hitmonlee.
I have fighting type coverage on my team, just I don't like fighting types. I don't know why.
I don't really like them either, to be honest. Humanoid.
Maybe, yeah. Fighting types in the bottom half of the typings for me, but I still appreciate it. Just not Phalanx.
I think my favorite fighting type is probably Mindfu.
Those are cool.
Mienfoo?
Yeah, or Mindshao. Mindshao.
General Sao? What?
Oh god.
I had General So's for lunch today, guys. It was amazing.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. We didn't have a personal chef today, so.
Oh, okay. Anna Mass asked, what about Mudsdale? Hello?
I love Mudsdale.
He's not on your team?
No. I didn't think to check what tier he was in.
Wow.
I don't think ground type is that useful in competitive battles. So that's another reason why I didn't even bother.
Mudsdale is NU. So he could have been on your team.
Yeah, could have been on the team, but I don't think ground type is at all ever used, you know.
That's fair. Animask, I actually had Nidoking as my first pick. So I had Nidoking on there.
Aha.
Someone wasn't listening.
It's fine.
The drama.
All right. Docs, Lotus, any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
I need bed rest.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Your internet needs bed rest too. It's been struggling today.
Just
Doing
like
its
me.
best.
When you try your best, but you don't. All right. Well, thank you everyone who joined in and listened. And chat was wild today, but I appreciate all of it. Docs, do you want to tell everyone where they could find us?
Facebeam.
No, it's Podbean along with Google Podcasts, Apple Pod. Oh no, I think. Oh no, y'all at the very end. At the very end.
Lord.
Anyways, let me rewind. You can find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, where Podbean Docs.
My nose is my face bean. So I'm pointing
Okay,
to my face
okay.
bean.
But we're actually on Audible now. So if you have Audible app, Lotus, what are you doing? What is that face?
Audible. Audible.
Oh my god, I can't handle this. I cannot.
Oh.
Anyways, thank you guys. Next week is going to be a really spicy episode. We're talking about
Grilling Pokemon.
no, not grilling Pokemon. Pokemon hot takes. So things we
Pokemon
disagree. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a panic attack. No, so we're gonna talk about anything we disagree with that's really popular or something that everyone hates that we like. You know, that kind of fun stuff. So if you guys have any Pokemon hot takes, please come by and share those with us because we'd love to hear everyone's opinions. So again, thank you all. I'm gonna actually hop on. I'm gonna play some Pokemon Unite today.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have not played that game since like the first couple weeks it came out, so this should be interesting. So thank you all. Hopefully see you next week, and this recording will be available next Wednesday. So everyone have a good night, and thank you.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.